Auschwitz is a tricky subject on many levels. We didn't do a lot of filming when we were there, but here's a snippet really of what we saw.
The logistics of Auschwitz, that was quite interesting. When we got there we thought, well, where we're going to park, but that wasn't the problem. There were lots of guys with their high-vis jackets on, waving you in, so we got into a car park right across the road, plenty of room, and it turned out there was actually electricity, so we could plug into that too. Having got out of the car park, we then saw the masses of people at Auschwitz itself. There were thousands of people, buses galore, and we thought, oh no, this is going to be a bit of a tourist hotspot. But no, it was very well organised. We paid 50 zloty each, about €12 each, and we were put into a tour group with 30 English-speaking people. Our tour guide took us from site to site. Everybody was suitably respectful, and then we were bussed to the Birkenau site. So it was very well organised, and it added the experience.
We're about to enter Auschwitz Museum. It's the largest museum in Europe. There's a lot of people here. It gets 2 million visitors a year, I believe, and lots of young ones, which is good to see. This is Auschwitz II, or Birkenau. Auschwitz is made up of 2 camps. This is the second one, which is enormous, and this is where the actual big gas chambers and crematoriums were. So it's a very powerful, very moving place to come to.
So inside these huts they have these very crude makeshift bunks. Apparently 4 or 5 people will be sleeping on each level, and the floor is just packed dirt.
I think of all the places that we have visited, this has definitely been the most powerful and the most moving. It was really good to go through with a tour guide, and you have no choice, actually. You have to go through with a guide because they did explain everything in a lot of detail, and you kind of know what Auschwitz is going to be like because you've seen so many photos of it in the media, but to actually be there is a completely different story. And to see all the piles of luggage, to see the shoes, it really makes you realise what it was like. I think the worst thing was actually going into the barracks, which we did at the very end at Birkenau, and seeing the horrible, horrible conditions that they had to endure. You know, I've seen pictures before of the barracks, but to be in there and to see the dirt floor and how rough it was and how small it was for the people to have to sleep in. The other bit that sort of stayed with me was the fact that they did turn it into a museum really, really early on. So in 1947, the survivors asked the Polish government to make it a museum, and they did, and it was the survivors who were the first employees there and who ran it. So that really stayed with me for some reason. Very powerful place, but I think if you're in that part of the world, you really need to go and see it.